Hey, this is your class for the week that I am at the beach. You can also use it anytime that you have to miss a Tuesday or just when you need a little extra Pilates. So we're going to start with the Fletcher towel, which I hope by now all of you will have. I hope to have given you one. If you don't have a towel, you can use a yoga strap. You could use a long TheraBand, but be cautious that you're not pulling too hard on it. And you could also use like a scarf. You could even use a belt. Fabric's better because you get a little bit softer pull, but any of those things will work. Or you can even take a like hand towel and fold it corner to corner, roll it up, and use that. So anyway, here we go. So we've got the towel or whatever you're using, and we're going to take an inhale to lift the shoulders, lift the toes, and exhale to lower the toes, lower the shoulders. Inhale, lift the shoulders, lift the toes, breathe into your back. Exhale, tighten your belly as the shoulders and the toes come down. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. And inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. 2 more. And 1. We're going to take a parallel plie. I'm in parallel position. Reach the towel forward, and then I'm going to wrap the towel around my hips. I'm going to let the towel go slack, take another plie, reach it forward. Exhale, wrap the towel around my hips. Looks like this, and plie. And wrap. And plie. And wrap. And plie. And wrap to stay. Pulse your shoulder blades towards each other, so arms stay back, shoulder blade movement. Inhale, open the towel out. Exhale, let the towel go slack. Shrug your shoulders up and roll them back, and shrug them up and roll them back, and shrug them up and roll them back. Forgot to say that if you need to be seated for this towel work, that would work okay as well. Just do the upper body part. All right, we're going to take a plie and reach that towel forward, and exhale to wrap it around the hips. Again, I'm pulling backwards. My shoulder blades are towards each other. I'm going to look to my right. Inhale. Exhale, look forward. Inhale, look left. Exhale, look forward. Open the towel out. And exhale, let it go slack. 1 more plie. And reach. Pull the towel towards each other. Shoulder blades towards each other. Look to your left. And center. Look to your right. And center. Open the towel out wide. And exhale to let the towel hang. Lift your shoulders up. Roll them back. And lift them up. And roll them back. Last one. Good. Roll to the ball of your right foot. I'm just going to hold my towel up so you can see. And lower the heel. And roll to the ball of the left. And lower the heel. Ball of the right foot. Place the heel. Ball of the left foot. Place the heel. The towel can just be hanging down, or you can put it down for a minute. And lower. And left. And lower. I'm going to keep doing that, but I'm going to bend my standing leg also. So it's going to be a bend and plie. Lift the heel and lower. Bend, lift the left heel and lower. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lower. Inhale, bend. And exhale, lower. Both legs plie, reach. Pull the towel to a taut position. You want it right in front of your chest, so if it's kind of up around your face, lower it down a little bit so that when you pull it towards you, it's going to hit right about at the sternum level. And stretch those arms out. All right, we're going to inhale to pull on the towel, pulling it apart, and exhale, release. Here's where if you have a TheraBand, you want to use caution. You're not going to pull nearly as hard as if you have a fabric. Inhale, pull apart. Exhale, you could use your magic circle even, and you're pulling that apart. It's not going to look the same. Pull, lift overhead. Inhale, exhale, lower all the way down. Let it go slack. Look down towards your toes. And bring your focus back. Let your eyes look up towards the ceiling. And bring your focus back forward. We're going to plie again to reach the towel forward. Exhale to pull it to its top position. And now we're just moving it up and down. Inhale up. Exhale to the chest. Inhale up. Exhale to the chest. Inhale up. Inhale up to the chest. Last one. And to the chest. Bend the elbows. Pull the towel towards you. Exhale, reach the towel out. So the level of the towel doesn't change. Elbows go back, shoulder blades go back. Shoulder blades go on your rib cage, elbows straighten. Inhale and exhale. Pull the towel to you. Inhale. Exhale to rotate so that the towel is pointing towards the ceiling. You kind of look like a W shape. And you're going to then rotate back so that the knuckles are pointing forward again. Rotate to your W, and then rotate knuckles forward. So elbows down, knuckles up, and exhale, elbows back, knuckles forward. One more time to go up. We'll stay here. We'll reach the towel overhead. You're going to take a little plie, and you're going to pull the towel down behind your head. You're going to wrap the towel around you. You're not actually pulling on your head or neck. You're just kind of coming into this shape. And then inhale to stand up straight, open the towel. Exhale up, pull it down behind you. Exhale, round your back, bend your knees. Inhale, exhale up. Inhale here. Exhale, lower it all the way down. Let the towel go slack. Wiggle your fingers a little bit. Lift your toes up and turn out. You're going to continue to hold the towel, but you don't need to hold it tightly. We're just going to take some plies here, inhaling and exhale up. So it's a turned out first position, similar to ballet, but not as extreme a turnout. If you took ballet and you were taught to, really, really turn out, this is a smaller version of that. Plie here, we're going to pulse down. I'm mostly just deepening the fold of my hips. Press to tall. Pull the towel taut. Reach the towel overhead. Take a side bend towards your left and let your hip shift to the right. And then pull everything back to the center. And then let your upper body shift right and your hip shift left. Keep balance in your feet and back up. Inhale over and exhale up. Inhale over and exhale up. Inhale over and exhale up. And one more over and exhale up. Good. Lower the towel all the way down. We're going to take a step out so you're in a wider turnout towards a second position, but not necessarily that wide. It's kind of up to you. All right, we want the knees soft so that you don't lock your knees. We're just going to take an inhale and tap the wrists together, and exhale and open the wrists forward. Inhale, that's an internal rotation of the arm bone, and exhale, arm bone externally rotates. Inhale, tap, and exhale, and in, and open. One more, in, and open. Good. Pulling the towel out, take a plie, reach the towel overhead, and come up to stand. And we're going to take a twist to the right. Inhale, exhale back to the center. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale back to the center. You can leave your feet and your hips planted, or if it feels better to your back, you can let your foot pivot and then come back. So if you have fusion, other back issues, this might feel a little better, but otherwise just torso turns and center, torso turns and center, either one. This one actually I just think is fun, so sometimes I just do it because I want to. Take a plie and lower the arms down and relax. Straighten the legs up and walk them in. So they're kind of about hip distance apart, or maybe a little wider. You can be in turnout or parallel for this one. We're going to pull that towel back to taut, knuckles towards the floor. Reach the towel overhead. Take it back behind you, edge a little bit, and then back overhead. Now I usually am able to start over my head and work back from there. If you have to start more kind of in front of your head and work to the crown of your head, that's fine. So it'll look like this. We're trying not to let the rib cage go, which actually did a little bit. That's kind of what we're trying to avoid. And that's a little bit more what we're going for. So the ribs don't move a lot, the arms do. That may mean your arms don't move as much. You may feel like you're making a smaller movement. That's fine. We're just going to stay at this back hold. Elbows soft, pulse backwards from wherever you are. Shoulder blades come around, towel comes up. Exhale, lower it down. Take a plie and stretch. I came out to my, you can be in a parallel plie. Came out to my turnout again because that's where I am used to working. We'll take it up, taking it back, and then over the head. So this second set, hopefully you're warmed up, you stretched out a little bit, and you feel like maybe you can move it a little further. Don't force it. Let's see how it feels. So I'm able to feel like I can get a little further towards that back line. The movement of the shoulder blades is kind of towards each other and then away. They're kind of moving like little sliding discs on your back, like that. We'll go back to stay. Soft elbows and pulse it back. And inhale, arms come up and the shoulder blades come back towards each other. I mean, not towards each other, towards the armpits. And exhale, lower it all the way down. Wiggle your fingers. Okay, nice job. We're just going to take that towel and we're going to chunk it onto the floor. We're going to open our palms up wide like a jazz hand, or whatever you want to call this. And we're going to go pinky finger in on both hands, ring finger in, middle finger in, pointer finger in, wrap your thumb over, flip it over to make a fist, and then flip it back over to your jazz hand. So it goes pinky, ring, middle, pointer, fist. Breath is like this. One more. Good. Shrug the shoulders up and roll them back. Good. All right, we're going to roll down to our mat. So go ahead, and if you are off your mat, come to it. And I'm going to take a sip of water. Checking our time. Rolling down to the mat. If rolling down is not appropriate for your back, then you get down there however you need to. Reach the arms up, inhale, and exhale, nod the chin, roll it down. And fingertips come to the floor, bend the knees.
And then we're going to go ahead and come all the way down onto the hands and the knees. Okay. So you're in this tabletop position and relatively flat back. We're going to shift our weight backwards and forwards. So I'm not changing the shape of my spine yet. I'm just taking my weight out of my hands and then I'm bringing it forward. My hips glide back and I glide forward. So if you think of kind of that glider rocker type motion, soft elbows. Try to have the creases of your elbows, the inside creases kind of pointing towards each other rather than towards the front. That's a clue that you're locked your elbows. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to round my back a little bit. And I'm going to let my head hang down. My tail and my head are going to do the same type of movement in this. Then I'm going to come forward. I'm going to flip my tail up and I'm going to lift the chest and I'm going to look forward. And as I shift back, I go back to my rounded head, rounded spine, head down and forward. You can breathe however you want to. Find your tabletop position again where you feel like your back is relatively flat. Let your shoulder blades kind of retract, which means they're going to point up towards the ceiling a little bit, and your rib cage is going to go towards the mat, and then pull your ribs up in between your shoulder blades. So feel how your shoulder blades, they just kind of wing away from your rib cage a little bit, and then pull them back. One more. Good. Widen your knees and take your big toes together. Sit way back. Reach your arms in front of you. If this is too much on your knees, then come a little forward. Put your forearms down and keep your hips in line with your knees. So not quite as far back. Good. And then we'll go ahead and take a seat. Have your towel handy because we're going to use it on and off during the class. And go ahead and roll yourself down onto your mat. All right, let's take an inhale here. Exhale, pick up the right leg into a tabletop position. Tighten your belly. Inhale, exhale, left leg comes up to that tabletop as well. And then right foot goes down, foot to the floor. And then left foot goes down, foot to the floor. We'll go left first this time. Left up. Let's take the arms to a T. And right up. Left. And right. Inhale up, changing the breath. And hold. And up and hold. One foot down. The other foot down. Left. Right. And left. And right. Good. Widen your feet. Do a little sway side to side. All right. And we're going to take the legs back to that tabletop position for the 100. Reach the arms up to the ceiling. Curl up, head, neck, shoulders, and pump the arms in. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, and in. Now if this is super easy, extend out to 45. If this is hard, take the feet to the floor. You can do a combination. Your focus here is on feeling this engagement of the abdominals more than your neck. So with the legs up, sometimes I'll get like here and then my neck hurts. So sometimes I'll put my feet down or to tabletop and I'll find a little bit better ab engagement. Haven't been counting, we're going to call this it. Lift the arms, lower the head, and just stretch the arms back.
Let your rib cage lift a little bit, like we usually say not to do. And then bring the arms down. Go ahead and find that towel. And we're going to come into roll-ups. So we'll extend the legs out. We're going to reach the towel back by our, so arms by your ears, okay, or in that vicinity. All right, the inhale is to lift the towel and flex your feet at the same time. Exhale brings you into your upper curl. Inhale again and exhale to peel up and stretch forward towards your rounded shape. Point your toes, inhale. Exhale, round it down, chill shoulders down, then the towel goes up, and the head and the towel go back to where they started. Flex your feet, inhale. Exhale, curl. Flexing the feet helps keep the legs down as you come up. Now pointing the toes as you roll down. You're opening the hip, you get to the shoulders, the towel lifts, and lower. Toes point. One more. Point your toes. Roll down. And reach. Again, just take that towel as far back as you want to go. Notice how my rib cage lifted a little bit. Normally, when working with the towel, we try not to do that, but right now I'm letting myself have a stretch, so we're going to say that's okay. And then it's a good place to just also see how it, I don't know if you can see it that much on me, but you can see how it kind of settles back into place. All right, so we've got the right leg in. We're going to loop that foot. We're just going to use this as a little prop. Inhale and exhale, stretch, and inhale and exhale, stretch, point the foot and flex, and point the foot and flex. You can use a magic circle here if you'd rather. Flex, hold on with your left hand, leg goes across your body, inhale. Exhale, back to the center, leg goes out away from you. Inhale, switching hands there. Exhale, center, switch hands. Inhale, leg goes across the body. Exhale, out to the side. Inhale, and exhale to stay. And we're going to take the towel off. And we're going to hold the towel upright. And we're going to do leg circles. So we're going across the body. These will be a little smaller. So as big as you can, but I'm trying not to let my hips roll a whole lot with this version. Kind of using the towel as the frame for my circles. Now I'm reversing. I'm going out to the right, circle to the front, up to the left and center. If this feels like too much, lose the towel, put your arms down in a T. Good, last of that foot. One more time. Bend the knee in. Cross over your left leg. So it's opposite of what we normally do. Right ankle over the left leg right now. And switch. Oops. All right, bend and stretch. Inhale, bend, and exhale, stretch. Trying to really isolate that hamstring so it's the thigh doesn't move a lot as we unfold the leg and fold it back. Going up, point and flex. Holding onto the towel, the right hand, left arm goes down. Cross your body, inhale. Exhale, come back, switch hands. Inhale out to the side. Exhale, come back. Inhale across. Exhale out. Some pops. Good. Grab the towel, leave the leg up. If you need a break, take it. Reach across your body, circle around towards your left arm, find the towel. My right leg, if I were standing, that would be my standing leg. Reverse is kind of pressing into the floor a little bit. Out to the side, front, right arm, center. Last one. Good. Lasso. Oops. And crossover. So left ankle over the right thigh. Foot to the floor. Let's set the magic circle down the towel down for a little bit, and we'll come into our stomach series. So you'll bring your right knee in towards you, hand on the knee, other hand on the ankle. Reach your leg out on the diagonal. It could be lower if you want. Curl your head up, widen your elbows, take a full breath. And a full breath. If you want to, you can do this with your head down. Last. Both knees into you, head down. Rock it out a little bit side to side, or put your feet down flat if you need to. This time we'll use our towel for a variation on the double bent leg. So we're gonna hold the towel wide, just like you were for your standing position. And we're gonna bring the knees in towards us. And we're gonna keep the towel at, or, well, let's take it to right at the thighs. Okay, inhale, reach the towel up, reach the legs out. Exhale, come back. Or it may come to your knees, it may come over, just wherever. You're opening up arms and legs, and then folding back to the center. Now, if you feel this in your back, take your legs a little higher rather than lower. Last one. Hold. Just slice that towel over. Hold on to the sides. Take a little side to side rock. All right, bring the feet to the floor. All right, we're gonna hold that towel up towards the ceiling again. Tabletop your legs, and then reach them up towards the ceiling. We're gonna bring the right leg towards the towel. Inhale, exhale, bring it back to start. Inhale, left leg towards the towel. Exhale, back to where they started. The right leg, inhale to the towel. Head is down, exhale. You could do it head up. Curl up. Right leg to the towel and away. Left leg to the towel and away. Now the right leg's going to go away from the towel and your other leg and back up and away and back up and away, even if it's just a little bit, and back up and away and back up. Bend the knees and rest. While we have the towel in our hands, we're going to jump ahead
This one combines crisscross and scissors. So the single straight leg and the crisscross with the towel as a prop. Okay, so here we go. The legs are going up. I am going to lower my right leg, curl up. I'm reaching the towel part to the right side and then back. Curl and back. I'm going to stay in the curl rather than take the head down, but you could do this. Either way is okay. Do a couple more of those. Twisting the upper body with the scissor leg. Bend the knees, lower, and just rest. Rock your knees out a little bit side to side. Take the towel and just set it to your side. Take the hands behind your head. Take your legs up towards the ceiling. Bend your knees, turn out, bend your knees, make a diamond shape. Curl up. Inhale, lower the diamond. Don't change the shape of your legs. Exhale, diamond up. Inhale, diamond down. Exhale, diamond up. Inhale, diamond down. Exhale it up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Rest. All right, good. We're done with those stomach series variations. That was our stomach series today. Take your feet down and just kind of do some big windshield wipers side to side. Feet kind of wide apart. Let the legs go over to the right. Let them stay to the right. Look slightly to your left if that feels good, and let your left palm be towards the ceiling. If you want to, you can just a little bit squeeze your left butt cheek, and you're going to get some stretch into the front of the left thigh right here and up into the hip flexor area. It's optional. Release that so that you can move to come back. And then the legs go over to the left, the eyes turn to the right. Right palm is towards the ceiling. You can look towards, you can look straight up instead if you need to. And then just a little bit, we're going to give a little bit of a squeeze on the right glute so that we feel some stretch from the right thigh up towards the right hip. And then you're going to kind of relax that and then roll it back to the center. Excuse me. And then we're going to come up to seated, however you want to get there, for spine stretch and soft. All right. Reach the arms forward. Take an inhale. We've got the feet hip distance or wider apart, mat distance. Inhale at the top. Exhale. Round your back forward. Now, if you need to, this is going to be a hinge rather than a round. And stack back up. For example, fusion, herniated discs. You're going to do more of a hinge forward and hinge right back up. Let's open the arms out to the side, right off the arm in a T. Inhale, turn to your right. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, exhale, center. Twist, reach, up, and center. This can also be a hinge right here forward, or it can be more of a spine stretch in your twist. So whichever one feels better to you. Up, open to the center, and lower down. Let's just take right leg in front of left leg, and hinge yourself forward. I'm sitting on a little pillow. You can do the same if you want. And then push up and cross, recross, other leg in front, hinge forward. And come on back up. And lying back down. All right, knees bent, feet flat, arms go out to a T. Actually, let's do, corkscrew. Could not get the word out. All right, corkscrew. Start with the knees bent, bring your knees to you, roll off to your right hip, roll down and around to your tailbone. Shift the weight to the left, come up that side and back to the center towards your belly button, and then reverse it. This is just to get the feeling of what your hips are doing. So my hips are moving, tipping to one side, centering, tipping to the other side, and center. Now we add the legs. So it's a tip, roll to the tailbone, around the side, and center. Reverse, and circle around. This is about as low as I can go with my legs without feeling discomfort in my back. So I don't make it bigger than that, but you can if you need to. You can also do a lift off if you want. And then rest down, feet to the floor. Now turn your palms towards the floor and we'll do some bridge or pelvic press. Curl your tailbone up, lift your hips up, breathe yourself down. I'm going to pull that out. 3 breaths to get down. 1, to the top. Stay here. Reach your knees forward. Lift your hips up. And then soften your chest. Inhale again. Roll down. Inhale again. Exhale. Everything else comes down to the floor until you find that relaxed neutral position. Curl the tail upwards. Slide the hips up. Reach forward with your knees. I needed one little breath. One extra breath that time. All right, leg break. Take the legs to a tabletop position. Reach to the ceiling. Turn out. Flex your feet. Open and pulse out. Bring the legs together, back to parallel. Bend the knees in and feet to the floor one at a time or 2 at a time if that feels comfortable to you. All right, we're gonna keep the legs together. So imagine you've got a magnet at the top of your thighs, right above your knee, and somewhere in your lower leg around your calf or maybe your ankles, depending on the shape of your lower legs. I'm gonna keep the magnets at the top 2, release the magnet at the bottom. So my right leg is reaching out, but notice my knees and my thigh are still touching. And exhale, lower. And then inhale, left leg reaches out. And exhale, bend it in. Do that again. Right leg. And lower. Left leg. And lower. All right, keeping the magnets engaged. I'm taking myself into a bridge. For me, this is not going to be as big because
of the closer, the proximity of the legs. I'm gonna extend my right leg out, just like we did, and then foot on the floor. Left leg, and foot on the floor. Roll down. Good, doing that again, coming up. So it doesn't have to be a big bridge. Unfold your left leg, put it back down. Unfold your right leg, put it back down, and roll. Good, just a moment to move or be still, stretch, whatever you feel like you need to do. Find your towel. Roll onto your stomach.
I usually find the best way to do this so that you can kind of see what I'm doing is to kind of go on an angle. So you don't need to move, you stay right on your mat, but I'm going to go at an angle so you can kind of see what's happening with the towel, see what's happening with the back of my body. All right, hands on the towel. They're not wrapping around this time, they're just resting on it. And we're going to think of reaching back through our toes, back through the tailbone, and then shoulder blades start to slide down. The sternum starts to slide up. You come into your swan moment here. And exhale. Lower down, and I'm reaching away as I come down. And again, shoulder blades slide down. Sternum up. My toes are reaching back. I can have my feet apart. Inhale at the top. Exhale, lengthen out and lower down. And again. Last one. Good. Fold your arms, put your head down, bend your knees. Do a little rock side to side with those legs like windshield wipers, but on your tummy. Reach the legs back out. This time we're going to go with a karate chop hand, so pinky side down, thumb side up, and lift. Same movement, just a different positioning of the hands, and lower. Shoulder blades down, sternum up, inhale at the top, exhale, lengthen out and down. I take an inhale to start my movement, exhale to complete it, inhale at the top, exhale, lengthen out and down, out and down, out and down, and reach that towel away from you. And then again, just hands and legs side to side. I'm going to grab my towel with my right hand. I'm going to bring it behind my back. Reach around with my left hand. I'm going to grab it. All right, now your hands can go anywhere from together where they're practically touching or out. Okay, I'm going wider out. You do want your elbows to touch the floor if they can. So you might have to go a little wider than narrow. All right, toes are reaching back. Left cheek is resting down on the mat. And I'm going to take an inhale to prepare to move. On my exhale, I'm bending the knees in toward my heels in towards my butt. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Inhale, lift, reach that towel back. Exhale, lower the chest. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, reach back, lift the chest. Exhale, down, 2, 3. Inhale. I'm going to get rid of the towel for just a second, but you keep it. So when I'm bringing my heels in, I don't want to have my butt pop up. So I'm going to keep the butt down. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. This is what you could do if you don't want to use the towel. And by now you're probably had enough of that anyway. Push to your hands and your knees. Sit back again to your child's pose. Hips back. Again, this is your half child's pose where you're not in as much knee or hip flexion. And you can drop the chest a little bit here if you want to. Kind of get into a puppy-like stretch from yoga. Side leg exercises. Check our time. Yep. It's right about on time for side leg. All right, grab that towel. I'm gonna do a little bit of variation here. Kick the legs to the front. You're gonna hold on to your towel with one hand, and instead of it facing forward, I turn mine towards the corner of my mat. So right, instead of here, it's here. Then I hold it with the other one. You may have to widen your towel grip a lot, that's fine. Remember that we're not going into this slumpy position, but we're staying up nice and lifted off of the elbow. And I'm going to kick the leg forward, kick, and I'm going to take the leg back. Right now, I'm trying to keep the towel still and my torso still while the leg moves forward and back. So it might not be a huge movement. Try not to, whoa, lost that shoulder for me. Now, lower the leg, rest, let yourself have a little slumping moment, and then push up. Now we're going to go with the leg kicks front, and when the leg goes back, we take the towel forward and lean forward. That gives you some counterbalance so you can make a bigger motion. When I kick the leg forward, the towel goes back and my upper body goes back. It's still a flex forward and a point back, and rest. Let's come on up into a side sit or a mermaid stance, 4th position. If you need to, you can sit with your legs in front of you. We're just going to side bend a little bit. Arms go up and over and down. Good, stay here, turn. Take your left hand down or your top hand down if you're not on the same side as me. Slide your other arm over. Rotate your ribs around a little bit more so you're looking towards the floor. Coming back, side bend again. Now, try not to push yourself up, but to lift from here, up and down. Short side leg today. Swing the legs around. Hold your towel. Turn the arm out so that it's pointing towards the corner of your mat, and the other arm goes overhead. Now, if this is just too much on your shoulders, just don't use it. Kick the front towel, the leg front, not the towel front, and back. Inhale, kick, and back. Inhale, flex forward, point back. Flex forward. Now we add the oppositional movement of the towel and the upper body. And one more. And bring everything in line. Go ahead and lower that towel. Come up to your side sit or your mermaid. Reach the arms up. Over to the direction of your feet. But notice I'm not going down, going more up in that direction. And then hand comes down, side bend. Using my opposite side to lift. Now we're gonna go over. Hand comes down. Turn, bring that other hand down. Slide the arm over. Rotate yourself around a little bit more. If you need to adjust your legs a little bit, that's fine. Looking forward again. Side bend. Use your side body to come up. Nice. Okay. Let's go hands and knees. Forearms down. One leg back, the other leg back. And hold for 1, 2, 3 breaths. Knee, knee, walk it back, sit back again. We're getting ready to come up to standing. So tabletop, curl your toes under, sit back towards your heels. We'll do a foot stretch before we come up. Walk your hands in towards you. So you're going to come up, if you can, to where your shoulders are over your hips, and you're going to feel that in the backs of your feet. If it's too much, you can do 1 foot at a time. Now we're going to come up to standing. I'm going to use the kind of traditional down dog or pike or up stretch or whatever you want to call it. Roll up to standing. If that's not the best way for you to get up, then motor plan and navigate your way up. So the toes curl, I sit back, and the hips lift. Good. Take an extra breath here. Walk your hands towards your feet, or feet towards the hands, or a combo. Bend your knees deeply, pretty deeply anyway, and bring your hands onto your shins. Actually, I started on my shins and then slide up to just above the knee. Lift your chest a little bit so you're looking forward. Use your legs to press into your feet. Stand all the way up. Good. Take an inhale, reach. And exhale down. Inhale, reach. And exhale down. One more reach. And exhale down. Okay, I'll see y'all in a week. Bye.